Good evening, beautiful souls. I'm Tamara from Soul Blossom Intuitive Energy Healing, and I am coming on live today to talk about something that's been really important for me, something that I feel is actually really important for everybody right now. So just give me 1 minute. I'm going to bring this up on my laptop so I can see all your comments. Okay, so let's talk about your energy. Let's talk about your energy and how your energy interacts and meshes with other people, and also how other people's energy affects you. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm noticing it a lot at the moment, how drained I'm feeling just simply because of all the extra energy that's going on in the world right now. Hey, Louise. All the extra energy, there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of angst, there's a lot of like arguing and backwards and forwards and what is it? Polarity. I think polarity. I always get polarity and duality mixed up. So polarity is where it's one against the other. So there's a lot of that going on right now. I know I've just spent a few weeks myself deep in the energy of the collective, and it wasn't pretty. I didn't feel that great. So I know it was really important for me to continuously clear my energy, to protect my energy, to put my barriers in place so that I wasn't consumed, I guess, by everything that was going on in the outside world. Hey, Kate, hey, going. So that's what I really want to talk to you about, how to protect your energy, how to clear your energy, why this is necessary. Although I did just touch a little bit on it there. So and I'm going to share my personal process, what I do every day, because I used to be a chronic people pleaser. I gave out all of my energy to everybody because I felt like I was here to just help everybody, and it was my responsibility to just help everybody. So, people would come to me and tell me all their problems, and I would walk away feeling really, really drained. Or I'd spend time with somebody who was just really angry, and I would walk away just feeling really drained and really like, and that's because I had no idea. I had no idea about my energy. I had no idea how I gave it away, or how people would take it from me. Like, I had absolutely no idea about it. So, I felt really depleted. I remember about 1.5 years ago, maybe, I had a reading done, just on one of the, like, my live readings that I do, with a beautiful woman called Alison Cotton, who works in light language. So if you have an opportunity, jump on her page and have a look, because she's amazing. But this was my first experience with her. It was my first reading for her, and she was like, you're just handing that shit out everywhere. It's just leaking all over the place. She was talking about my energy and being depleted, and she's like, you're just leaking it out all over the place. And that was when I was like, oh my God, she's right. Like, I've got nothing left for myself. It's not a wonder I get to the end of the day and feel completely depleted, because I'm not tired as in physically tired. I was tired, like bone, soul tired. And that was just because, I would listen to people's problems, and I would, give so much of myself trying to make them feel better. Because that's what happens. That's an energy exchange. And they would come to me because I made them feel better, because I would give them all my energy, and that would make them feel better. So, so I was really, really depleted for a really long time. I just didn't feel like I had anything to give to anybody. And I started closing myself off from people because it was just easier, just easier until I learned how to contain, clear, recharge, all the things. So I did a post yesterday where I shared the Essentials Meditation Pack by Hannah Andrews at Reality Awareness. She is my mentor, and she created the Trust Your Intuition course that was my savior, that I've learned so much things from, and it has all these amazing tools in it that I use daily. So I shared a link, and I'll put it in the comments as well, to her Essential Meditation Pack. And in this pack, I think there's 5 meditations, but there's 3 that I wanted to share with you guys. So the first one is the Recalling Your Energy meditation. And the second one is the Internal Compass Activation meditation. And the third one is the Internal Compass Chakra Clearing meditation. So the Recalling Your Energy, because I use this as part of my daily process, Recalling Your Energy, which I'll talk you through in a minute. And the Internal Compass. So the Internal Compass Activation activates your internal compass. So what is your internal compass, I hear you ask? So you're basically calling in all the 6 directions, the north, the south, the east, the west, the above and below, and where it meets in your body forms the internal compass, your internal compass. So it could be a sacred geometric shape. It could be, for me, it's a ball. It's generally a ball of white light or platinum light, depending on how I'm feeling for the day. It can be different colors, and it will always go in your body where it's needed. But the beautiful thing about the internal compass is that you can use it in so many different ways. So I use it, an extension of it, to shield myself, to keep my energy contained so that I've got more control over it. That's why I wanted to share it with it, because it's part of my process. But I also, I call in my internal compass, and then I expand it out into my space. So that I can clear the energy in my space as well. If I'm at home and if I'm out and I've forgotten to lock my door, I'll call in the internal compass in the house and expand it over my house and my yard so that it's protected and safe as well. I do it in the car when we travel. I use it with my children. I talk my son through this process just about every night. So it's a really, really invaluable tool. So if you've got an opportunity to use your internal compass, to use the meditation for the activation, you just need to activate it first, and then you can use it anywhere. And the internal compass chakra clearing is just a way to keep yourself nice and clear every day. It's only like a 4 or 5 minute meditation. You can listen to it while you're doing the dishes. You can have it on in the car. You don't actually have to sit in meditation with it. It's basically just bringing the awareness. Okay, clearing my crown. Okay, clearing my third eye, clearing my ears, clearing my throat, clearing my heart, clearing my solar plexus, clearing my sacral, clearing my base. And you can do it for your soul star and your earth star chakras as well. So, invaluable tool. I can't tell you how often I use the internal compass in my everyday life. And it is the main part of how I protect and clear and shield my energy. So I'll just pop the link in the comments in a second. So it's the Essentials Collection Free Meditation Pack from Hannah at Reality Awareness. If you have any problems with that link, please just let me know and I'll get you in there. So how do I shield myself? Right, so every morning when I wake up, I ground myself into my body, into the day. And then I do this little process. So it only takes a couple of minutes. And not only do I do this first thing in the morning, but I also use it if I know that I'm going to be spending time with someone who generally drains my, like, who uses up a lot of energy, I'll make sure that it's in place before I see them, or sometimes when I'm in there in their the vicinity of them, I'll make sure that it's all in place as well. I'm just reconfirming that it's there. It's got you locked in. Excuse me. That's not I don't know where that term came from. Locked in. So my little process. Okay, I don't know whether you believe in archangels. I don't know whether you use them, but I use archangels in my everyday life regularly. So I use them as part of my process. But if you don't feel comfortable using the archangels, then you can call in your animal spirit. You can just call in your spirit guides. You can call in whatever it is that resonates with you. God, goddess, source, spirit, the divine, whatever it is that you want to use to help you with the process. So I start with putting my internal compass in place. So I call in the direction to the north, the direction to the south, the direction to the east, the direction to the west, the direction above, and the direction below. And they all come into my body in my internal compass. Then I ask all of the directions to join up with themselves, with each other. So the north, south, east, west to join up with the above and to join up with the below. So it creates, it's like a pyramid on top of a pyramid. It's called an octahedron, right? Around my body. So the top goes up into my earth, my soul star chakra, and the bottom goes down into my earth star chakra. So once I've got the octahedron in place around me with my internal compass in my heart space, I then put in platinum light. You can use white light, whatever feels strong and secure for you, as the walls. So each triangle feels so that it kind of creates a barrier. I don't want to use the word barrier because things can go out and things can come in, but you get control over what comes in and what comes out. So I'm essentially standing in this octahedron of platinum light around me. Then I ask Archangel Michael of 100% light to help me to recall all of my energy. It's like little cotton threads that go into everything and every body. You know, these are the little threads of energy that you give out during the day, that you give out during the week, through the year, that you've given out in your lifetime, through all eons of time, you know, all those little threads of energy going out to everybody and everything. So I ask Archangel Michael to help me bring all of that energy back into me. And as I do that, I can feel that energy. I feel myself filling back up with all of my energy. Then I ask Archangel Michael of 100% light to help me clear any energy that's not mine. So he's got a sword that can cut away any threads that are attached to you, any cords, although I don't recommend that you cut cords unless it's in a controlled environment and you've got resources and all the things. But, you know, if you've got threads of people hooked into you or whatever it is, he can cut those away. He also has like a vacuum cleaner that sucks away any energy that's not yours. And he can lovingly send all of that energy that's not yours back to where it came. So now you're standing in your internal compass. You've got all of your energy back in yourself and you've cleared all of the energy away that's not yours. All right. So now you're in this pure container of all of who you are. And you get to choose what you give out, what you let through that platinum wall of light, and what you bring back into yourself. And it acts as a barrier without disconnect, if that makes sense. So it's just containing all that you are. Then what I like to do is call in Archangel Raphael. He is the healing angel. He can help just heal any blockages, any wounds, any dark spots, any ailments that you might have with his healing scepter. But then I also I start to expand my internal compass. So I allow the white light to fill every part of my body, all my organs, all my blood cells, all my bones, all my strands of hair, everywhere. So it fills, my whole body fills up with this glowing white light from my internal compass. And that clears any blockages, any, shadow parts inside of you, any negative energy, anything like that might be left over. And then you can go on top of that. So I expand mine out into my aura, which sits about 6 feet out from where you are. So I expand my internal compass light out into all of my aura so I can clear any tears or breakages or blockages or whatever it is in that as well. And then you can go a little bit further if you like, out into your house, out into your suburb, out into the world. You can expand that internal compass to however you want, and all the light of your internal compass will clear and heal and transmute negative to positive and all the glorious things. So and then I thank my spirit guides and the archangels of 100% light, always of 100% light, because when we want to work with the purest, highest vibration, we call in for 100% light. So that way we know that we're always working with the highest possible vibration. And yeah, so that's what I do. I do that every day. Doesn't usually take that long. Talking through it. Once you've done the recalling your energy meditation, you'll just see those cords coming back in, and clearing away, vacuuming, clearing away. It only takes me a couple of minutes every day. And sometimes, once you do it over and over again, for me, it's just setting the intention of doing it. Okay, internal compass is in place. That's it. I know. Internal compass is in place. Since I started doing this practice, I feel 1,000 times better. I'm able to show up. I'm able to care and nurture for the people around, and nurture those people around me without depleting myself. It's like the greatest act of self-love. So yes, download the Essentials collection, that has all those amazing meditations in it. The internal compass just goes through and clears all of your chakras. That's the internal compass chakra clearing meditation. And I don't know where else I want to go with that. So yes, that's what I use every day. I've taught it to friends of mine. They use it every day. So when you are going out into public, I know that there is a lot of energy around right now that's not easy to mix with. It's not easy to be a part of, and it's easy to absorb other people's energy and take that on. For example, I was working with a friend of mine today, who I haven't been able to spend a lot of time with in the last few weeks. And I was sitting down and she was doing something, and I looked at her and I was like, do you have like some tight something going on in your neck right now, on your right side? And she was like, yes. Because I didn't have because she's one of my beautiful friends, and I wasn't so strict about putting that barrier into place. But I was actually feeling her physical ailment because I'd been in her energy all day. So, and she was like, it's not yours, don't take it on. I didn't mean to. That's a bit funny. So yes, any questions? Anyone that's here, have you got any questions or any thoughts or any input or anything that you would like to ask me? I did put a post up a week or so ago before I started diving into all of my, before I got caught up in the whirlwind of world energy, asking for questions. And I have got a few really good ones that I will speak to over the next couple of weeks. I'm really excited about, and I'm really excited about doing the podcast with my friend Kylie. We see each other we try and see each other every Tuesday, and we solve world problems just in our conversations. So we figure we might as well just record it and let everyone in on our conversations, and see where that goes. So yes, before I go, I might actually pull a card for the collective. Let's see. Any requests? Oh, no, where are they? These ones. Okay. Oh, oops. So keep yourselves safe, keep yourselves protected. It's not selfish and it's not bad to have all of your energy contained and to keep it clear. You don't have to carry everybody else's stuff. Oh, excuse me. It's a shift of energy, just by the way. If you don't mind me burping on a live stream. Brianne says, I always feel people's sad energy. It's like I'm their pain. I feel their pain, so I need to do this. Yes. Yeah. And it's, you know, you can feel people's sadness and have empathy for them without actually taking that on, and carrying that around with you, because we tend to take that on for people so that they don't have to carry that burden themselves, or all of that burden themselves. It's the empathetic nature in all of us. Okay, that's like 10. That was 10 cards. You know, people are drawn to us. People are drawn to us as well because we make them feel better. And that's us taking on their sad, their pain. I take it on for everyone. I just want everyone to be happy. Yes, but you are not responsible for everyone's happiness. So they're moving through whatever it is that they're moving through because they need to learn how to do that themselves. And if your cup is not full, then you can't serve other people to your fullest capacity. That was a pretty big lesson that I had to learn. You can't give from an empty cup. All right, let's see. Hey, beautiful Joe. The energy lately has been busy, that's for sure. Eliciting plenty of change. Yes, yes. This is consciousness awakening, right? Sarah says, I feel you there, Bree. I am the same, but yes, don't worry about my cup. Yeah. Yes. I don't want to do that. Lots of change. Lots of people waking up. It's really interesting. It's interesting being able to be a bystander and watching what's going on, without trying to involve myself or getting caught up in the whirlwind of it. Yeah, I don't know how many times over the last week especially I've kind of like, I need to share how people can protect themselves. I don't know how many times I've drawn cards for people and gone, you need to learn how to protect your energy. I'll send you some stuff, and then gone, I've got to record this and I've got to do that. And it just dropped in the other day that I should just get on live stream and do it properly. Share it with everyone. All right. So shuffling cards for me is like a natural, I do it without thought, so I forget sometimes that I'm actually shuffling cards. Well, look at this. Restore and replenish. Isn't that appropriate? Restore and replenish. Filling your own cup. Let's see what it says in the book. I don't use these cards often enough to be able to give you a full intuitive, well, I could give you a full intuitive, I just kind of did, I suppose. But these cards are beautiful, and the definition in the books are also beautiful. So I will just have a quick read, I think. Restore and replenish. You are in need of something so much deeper than rest. You need restoration, replenishment, and revival. This will not necessarily come from lying around somewhere, taking a moment out of your day or evening activities. You are more likely to gain what you need by breaking with your routine completely and doing something different. You need some variety, some spice, some change to bring fresh energy into your body, mind, and heart. You need to restore and revive yourself by changing the usual flow of energy through your being. This oracle also comes as a message from the great loving guardian, which is life itself. You have been working so hard and have accomplished so much already. However, you often sell your accomplishments short and focus on how much more is yet to be done. What's that self-care again? This oracle is also confirmation that you are in an important transition phase between one level of experience and the next. That's interesting. If you feel as though you are treading water or are in some sort of purgatory somewhere between your old life and your new life, then this particularly applies to you. Who feels like that right now? That space in between. That's where humanity is right now. We're in that space in between the old life and the new life. Let's see if anything else jumps out. No. So restore and replenish. It's about filling your own cup. Yeah, me. Yeah. Yeah, the space in between. I feel like I spent the better part of 2.5 years in that space in between. It was like one up level, and then that space in between, and then up level, that space in between. It was like a constant evolutionary process. But lots of time in that. I had to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, because it's very uncomfortable in that space in between. That's when all the old paradigms fall away and you can step fully into your next level. 44. Oh, look at this. I'm going to show you the card at the bottom of the deck, because I have to. Visions of life beyond death. Sacred vision is awakening within you. You are becoming blessed with the ability to truly see what is real rather than what appears to be. This is true insight. The vision of love and truth of all that is can move us more than anything else possibly can. If you have been wondering about your life path, or whether you should take action on a project, or you need inspiration to really move you out of a slump that you have fallen into, then this oracle brings you a message of hope. You will receive your vision. You will be graced with a way out of the stagnancy. So don't get caught up. Don't get caught up in the narrative. Don't get caught up in the narrative of humanity right now. Focus on the vision of the life and the world that you want to create. So you keep your energy clear, and then focus on the vision of the world that you want to create for yourself and for all of humanity. This oracle comes with additional guidance for you. You are watched over by life and held in protection. Whatever has been bothering you will not be able to harm you. Oh, that's a really important message right now. You will prevail. If you are concerned that somebody is getting away with something or blocking your path, and it seems there is nothing you can do about it, don't worry. The all-seeing eye of life perceives everything without exception. Interesting. And the truth in her vision will always be met with justice, mercy, and wisdom. This oracle comes with the additional message that your ability to perceive is expanding into truth. Your ability to be inspired and see the light of all things is unfolding. It must be nourished in your heart with loving acceptance because you are going to help others through your vision. Oh, that's interesting. I'm going to read that again. This oracle comes with the additional message that your ability to perceive is expanding into truth. Your ability to be inspired and see the light in all things is unfolding. It must be nourished in your heart with loving acceptance because you are going to help others through your vision, your art, and how you choose to be in the world. The healing I don't have to worry about that. Very important. Very important. Yes, be aware of what's going on, but keep yourself nice and contained, because when you focus on the vision of the world that you want to create, then that's where your vibration sits. That's the vibration, and the universe has got your back. I woke up with that message this morning. They were like, Tammy, you don't need to worry about this. All the stuff that you're worrying about right now, you don't need to worry about. We've got this. You're safe. You're protected. Everything is going to be okay. Like, it was really just show up. Just show up and do you. That's basically what they were telling me, and I want to share with you. So just do you. Show up as you. Don't let the noise that's going on in the outside world affect you. Don't step into the arguments. Don't step into the right versus wrong. The he said, she said, the shoulds and shouldn'ts. Yeah, there's a lot of shoulds and shouldn'ts right now. People have their own specific belief, and there's a lot of people that will try and convince you that their belief is correct. Or you might be trying to convince others that your belief is correct. But the truth is, they're both right. You're both right, and you're both wrong. Right? So what fits for one person is not going to fit for another. And, you know, if someone has a specific belief system or a specific belief, no matter how much you believe yourself to be right, you're not going to be able to change that belief. You're not going to be able to argue them into believing what you believe. You can drop seeds, you can nurture, but you can't. You won't be able to convince others that they're wrong, regardless of how wrong they are, if that makes sense. So don't engage in the argument. Just focus on you, focus on what's right for you, and don't listen to all the noise. Keep your energy in check. I use the process that I shared just before. Download those meditations and use those. Hannah has a lot of great resources on her website, so if you've got a chance to have a look around there, and she gives away lots of free stuff as well. I'll make sure she knows I gave her this really awesome plug. Yes, and I might actually leave it there unless anyone has anything else that they want to talk about or share or say, or any questions. No. Okay. Stay true to yourselves, beautiful souls. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. And I will see you all again really, really soon. I love you.